Good day viewers, this is Luyasi, fashion made easy, tailoring made easy. Today we are going to be discussing fabrics. Now as a tailor, you want to make a garment for a client or a customer or for someone. How do you know the quantity of fabric that will be required to make a top, or to make a top and a trouser, or to just make a trouser? Even as a customer or someone who is not even into fashion, and you want to get fabric for yourself and take it to a tailor to make a clothes for you, how do you know the yard or the trouser length that you get? That's the quantity of fabric that you get that can be able to make the clothes. Today I'm going to give you an insight into measurements for a fabric and the quantity of fabric required to make different types of clothing. Please like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel Luyasi. Hit the notification bell so that whenever I upload a new video, you get a first-hand notice of it. If you have any question, don't hesitate. Hit me up in my comment section. I'll be very quick to respond. My social media handles are displayed on the screen. Please follow me on all my social media handles. Let's get into it. Okay, now before I get right into the video, let me give a little bit of elementary education. Now, in measurements, if like you can see, this is a tape. Now on one side, we have the measurement in inches. This is what we mostly use in countries like Nigeria where I reside. On the other side, we have the measurement in centimeter. So maybe I'll do a separate video and talk about this centimeter measurement. But for now, since I'm in Nigeria and most places I know they use inches, I'm going to talk about inches. Now, when we talk about measurements, we're talking about measurement for fabric. When we talk about measurement for fabric, it's broadly divided into two. We have yard, we have trouser length. That's the common measurement when it comes to fabric. Now, how do you know the quantity of fabric, whether in yard or in trouser length measurement, that will be required when you want to make a clothes? It can be a button-up shirt, collared shirt. It can be a senator top like what I'm wearing. It can be a top and a trouser. It can be just a trouser. It can be a short. Now, how do you know the quantity of fabric to buy or the quantity of fabric that will be required to make a particular type of clothes or garment? Now, that's what we're getting into today. Now, but before we go into the video deeply, let me give you an insight about yard and trouser length. Now, like I said, measurements are broadly divided into yard and trouser length. Now, a yard is 36 inches. That is what makes a yard. So if you're measuring a fabric, when you measure 36 inches on the fabric, that makes 1 yard. So 2 yards is that 36 inches times 2. So 2 yards will be 72 inches. Now, a trouser length is wider than a yard. They call it a trouser length because it is basically the quantity of fabric that will be required to make a trouser. Now, if you're sewing for a very fat person or a very tall person, it might require more than a trouser length. But basically, for an average man or an average person, a trouser length is the fabric quantity that is required to make a complete trouser. So a trouser length is wider than a yard. So a yard is smaller than a trouser length. So while the yard is 36 inches, the trouser length is 45 inches. So take note, this insight is very important before I go deeper into it. So a yard is 36 inches, a trouser length is 45 inches. Okay, now how many yards or trouser length will be required to make a top and a trouser? Now, for you to make a senator top, for example, like what I'm wearing, and a trouser, you require about, in a yard form. Now, the fabric is usually divided into double length fabric to single length, but I'm talking based on double length fabric, like common fabrics like cashmere and the like. You can use 4 yards to sew a top and a trouser, just like what I'm wearing. Now, when we go into trouser length, for a trouser length, to sew a top and a trouser like what I'm wearing in trouser length form, you require about 3 trouser lengths. That's why I say trouser length is wider than a yard. But for someone that is very big, maybe very tall and very fat, you can use 3.5 trouser length or 4 trouser length, depends on the size of the person. Now let's get down to like a button-up English shirt. Now when you want to sew a button-up English shirt, on average, for an average person, you require about 2 yards. About 2 yards. So, but it also falls down to about 2 yards to 2.5 yards, depending on the person. Now, but for an average person in trouser length form, you require about 2 trouser lengths. So, but for a yard, it can be 2 yards, it can be 2.5 yards. Now, when you want to sew just a trouser, just like I explained, you require just a trouser length. But if it's someone that is very tall and maybe someone that is also very fat, you can use 1.5 trouser length. There are some ladies that are very big, so when you're sewing for a trouser for such ladies, you can use 1.5 trouser length. So, but on average, 1 trouser length is enough to sew just a normal trouser. For a short, now those people that are into shorts, I advise that I will use a trouser length to sew a short. Then whatever fabric that is left, you can use it to sew something else, maybe something very small. Now for a top, just like a top like what I'm wearing, on average you can use 2 yards to sew the top. If it's a long sleeve like this, you can actually use 2 yards to 2.5 yards. For a long sleeve in trouser length form, you can use 2 trouser lengths, or if the person is not too big, maybe 1.5 trouser lengths. So that is the measurements and the quantity of fabric required to make a clothes. Now please like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel Luyasi. If you've not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so that whenever I upload a new video, you get a first-hand notice of it. And if you have any question, don't hesitate to hit me up in my comment section. My social media handles are displayed on the screen. Follow me on all my social media handles. Thank you.